Hello guys, this is Pastor Fundira again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I say anything, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribing on my YouTube channel will help you guys to stay updated on the latest contents, because I always post the content on my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, it will help you to get updated always that I have sent or I have uploaded something on my YouTube channel. Also, it will help you to discover new videos through recommendations based on your subscriptions. So I'm encouraging you guys to subscribe on my YouTube channel. That is the United Methodist Church in Eastern Cape. That's my channel. Can you please subscribe? I'm so glad that we meet again today as we are continuing with the topic that we discussed. Let me just say that we discussed together some few weeks ago with the topic, is it healthy or is it good for a married person to have an opposite sex friend? Is it good? Will you be happy if your husband have an opposite sex friend, or if your wife have an opposite sex friend? That was the discussion that we have last time, and I want to thank you guys with the contributions. Believe me, it helps many people. It helps even me. It helps me, and many people, they were helped through the discussions. So I'm keeping on encouraging you to respond through messages, through comment section. Always write your opinion. Always write your ideas. I will be much appreciate if you do so. So guys, tonight or today, it depends with where you are based. So tonight or today, we want to elaborate, or we want to come up with the reasons or the rules. Let me just say the rules that we can implement into the relationship with opposite friend. Because if you have the relationship, if you have the friend of opposite friend, there must be rules. There must be rules that will help you to control the situation. Without the rules, because if you go back to the discussion that we have last time, most of the comments were saying it must have boundaries, it must have rules. Some were forbidding, some were saying there's nothing wrong except there are rules. Yes, it's true. There must be rules that will give you the boundary, that give the boundary within the relationship. So tonight or today, I came forward so that we discuss together through the comment section the rules that we should implement, or that people should implement in the opposite sex relationship. Why we are trying to discuss this? Because most of the families, most of the relationships, they are being destroyed because of opposite sex friends. Because the opposite or the spouse will become jealousy and won't accept the relationship. So many issues or problems that will arose within the relationship or within the family. So please show me in the comment section, or let's discuss this topic in the comment section together. You must not be left behind, but let's move forward together as we are discussing these rules that should be implemented in the relationship, so that the relationship won't be disturbed by opposite sex friends. So many married people struggling with how to handle friendship and relationship. Many married people, they are struggling to handle the friendship and the relationship. So end up, one side is not functioning very well, probably the relationship side, and the friendship side will be functioning very well. So let's discuss together the rules that you think they will help those people with opposite friend sex. There must be rules within the relationship. There must be rules within the relationships. what are the rules that we can discuss tonight or today? On my side, rule number 1, let's avoid close friendship with people of opposite sex. Let's avoid close friendship. Please, let's take note of a close, that is close friendship, or the term close friendship. Let's avoid having close relationships, close friendships, because the more you become close with the opposite sex friend, the more the problems will arise. The more you have the bonds, the more you break the rules and the boundaries. Then you find yourself in a situation whereby you'll be kissing each other, hugging each other, texting some pictures that are not good. Many things will happen. So for that not to happen, let's not create the close friendship with opposite sex people. Everyone will develop their own set of ground rules. I know that are related to interactions with opposite sex. But I think there are few things or few guidelines that all couples should at least consider, if not implemented. First of all, close relationship or close friendship with someone of opposite gender, that isn't it your spouse, just isn't it a wise decision. It's not a wise decision for you to have a close opposite sex friend. It's not at all it's not at all a good idea or a wise decision, because there are implications that are there. You find yourself in a situation whereby the marriage is breaking up, and also the family will be neglecting you. Also, even the society will neglect you. So to avoid that, let's avoid close relationship with opposite sex friends. Let's avoid. That's rule number 1 that I think maybe it will help our friendship to last in favor of the relationship that we have. So number 2, the rule that I think it will help again is better safe than sorry. You should be better safe than sorry. Most people who have affairs, they report that it started out with just small talk or minimal interactions. So this closeness will start by a minimal talk or just a small talk. Then it developed into lunch. And as the two people began sharing more of their thoughts, time, and energy with each other, a sexual relationship ensued. The point being affaired, mistakes, and other marital problems that occur with the opposite gender rarely begin with extreme scenario. They start out as harmless and develop from there. So for this not to happen, be safe than sorry. Be safe than sorry. That's rule number 2 that I think maybe it will help to build our relationship or our friendship well, so that it will not have the implications to our relationship or with the spouses. So a rule of thumb is just to avoid any sort of depth conversation or alone time with someone of opposite gender. If you have that rule of saying better safe than never or than sorry, if you implement that rule, it will help you in that with that friendship, not to have the bonds, or not to get attached or to be very close. The point being, affairs, mistakes, and other marital problems that occur within opposite sex gender rarely begin with extreme scenario. They start out as harmless and develop out there. They will develop as time goes on. So you should be safe. You should be safe always. The other rule that I can share with you guys is consider your spouse. Let's consider our spouses. Let's consider our spouses. Considering your spouse in every interaction you have with a friend or person of opposite sex. How would they feel about what you are saying or doing? You should consider that. You should consider that. How would you feel if he or she did what you are doing right now? What do you feel? He or she. Use your wedding ring as a reminder of your commitment to your spouse, and always keep him or her in mind wherever you do anything. To those who are married, those who get a blessing of having a wedding, please, the ring, let it be a reminder always when you are in that relationship with your opposite sex friends. So let it be a reminder. Let the ring be a reminder that, oh, I'm married. I should not get in close with this opposite sex friend, or I should not share bedroom things with my friends because I'm married. I have this ring. I should not hug this friendship, this friend of mine. I should not kiss this friend of mine. Let there be boundaries. So the ring will help you. To those who are wedded, please always wear a ring wherever you are. The ring will help you to remind you that you should have boundaries. You are a married person. So the ring will help you again to maintain the relationship very well. Rule number 4 that we can talk of tonight is develop friendship with people of same gender. Why do you want to develop a friendship with an opposite sex friend? I'm encouraging you tonight to develop a friendship with people of your same gender. If you are a man, have a close friend, a man. If you are a lady or a woman, please develop a friendship with a woman or a lady. This will help you to maintain the relationship or your marriage. A long time it was a challenging for most of the people out there, especially females, to develop a close friend of an opposite sex. But nowadays, it's just like it's a normal thing that many people are having this friendship. But guys, if you don't implement the rules or the boundary in this friendship of yours, believe me, you find yourself in same blanket with your friends because you are not implementing the rules. Your friendship doesn't have the boundaries. Your friendship should have boundaries. Even the language that you speak with your friends should differ from the language that you speak with your spouse. Because many people with opposite sex friends there, nowadays they don't have limitations of words to speak with their friend. They just speak whatever they want. This will lead you to have the closest friends in your life of opposite sex. And what will happen then? This will lead you nowhere, but rather it will destroy your marriage. Just think of how your spouse felt Just think of how your spouse feel. So it will help you to maintain the friendship of yours. So now, men and women need friends of their same gender. It helps to have someone who can relate to you, encourage, and keep you accountable to your marriage. While you always need to be careful and selective about whom your friends are in general, it's just smart to start with people who are your gender. Then you move from there. Because if you start by having the opposite sex friends, then it will lead you nowhere. But guys out there, yes, it's good to some people to have an opposite. It's not bad, but let's have the rules. Let there be boundaries within the relationship, so that you won't have the implications to your marriage. The other rule that we can talk of is run for the hills. Run for the hills. If for any reason at any time, there's even the tiniest hint of attraction between you and someone of opposite gender, regardless of whose end it's on, run for the hills. This means that if that Cathy at work gives you butterflies when you happen to get coffee at the same time together each morning, avoid that coffee time like plug you. Also, if your friend is showing a slight interest or makes some color off remarks occasionally, cut off that friendship. So these are the boundaries or the rules that we should follow in the relationship, or not in the relationship, but in the friendship that we have. If you see that this friend of mine, the things that he's doing or she's doing, they're too much. The time I want to go and make coffee, he's going or she's going. Just cut off that time. Go at your own time. So this will help you so that you won't develop feeling with your friend, or this will help you not to be very close with your friend. You must have that friend, but it must not be very close friend. Because if that friend of yours become very close, that's where the problem starts. So to avoid that, please don't have a close friend. Number 6, the rule that we can talk of is exes do not make good friends. Too many times I hate people say that they are best friends with their exes. Many people say, my ex is my best friend. My ex is my best friend. Hey, how are you managing it? It's difficult, but some people are managing it. But I think it works with boundaries. It works with rules. So in the comment section, please share with me, share with us the rules and boundaries that you can tell us. If you have your ex and you want to be your friend, what are the rules? What are the boundaries that you can share with us tonight to help someone in that situation? So obviously there are some blended family situations where kids are involved. But beyond that, there is zero reason you should put yourself, your spouse, or your marriage in that position. If feelings developed once, they can easily develop again. You have a history with one another, and that's never going to change. So just throw that whole idea that exes make great friends out of the window, because that is one of the worst opposite gender friendship you could ever pursue. Hey guys out there. Amaxhosa athi kunzima. Akululanga betuna. Okay, trust me guys, I know that it may seem a bit extreme to pretty much eliminate all friendship or relationship with opposite gender. For me, that means starting from scratch in the friend department, and I felt a lot like I was in a foreign country trying to establish girls for my best friends. It was a necessary step, though, for me, end my marriage. So, granted, I'm not saying you can never speak to someone of opposite sex, but developing in-depth friendship with them just is good idea. Your marriage is of utmost importance, and it's simply not worth to risk to jeopardize that over a friendship with someone of opposite gender. So, your marriage is number one. No one ever regretted being overly cautious, but there are plenty of people that regret being overly trusting or obvious. The best way to avoid disaster is to take 3 steps back. Whatever you think acceptable, choose 2 levels before that as your stopping point. Your marriage is the most important relationship you will ever have. So treat it the way by making wise and prudent decisions with your friendship. So guys, these were my rules that I think that I should share with you. Now, in the comment section, please write what are the rules that you can contribute. Besides mine, what other rules, what other boundaries can you contribute? Why are we discussing this over and over again? It will help someone out there. It will really help someone out there who is struggling with a close relationship with a close friend of opposite sex. This friendship will start as like, hey, let's go out for lunch, let's do this, let this, but it will develop feelings. Then the friendship will be like close. So to avoid this, there are some rules and boundaries that we should implement. Let's share in the comment section. Let's comment in the comment section. Please, comment section, comment section. After watching my video, guys, please comment, like, and share. Comment, like, and share. If you have a question, hit my inbox or you write in the comment section, then someone will help you to respond. If you have anything to contribute, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. So always maintain a good relationship with your spouse. He or she must not be jealous of your friends. He or she should trust you. He or she should rely on you. Even if you go out for some days with your friend, your spouse should know that there are some boundaries and rules within this friend. Because there are some situations whereby you go for camping with your workmates of opposite sex friend. Your spouse should not feel jealous. She should know or he should know that there are some boundaries, there are some rules. It's just a friendship, not close friendship. So as for now, bye. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Let's meet in the comment section. Please comment, subscribe, share,